Alright, so we just got done doing Morticia. Morticia's my favorite doe out of this litter. It was a close call between her and that blue water.
Stole my house.
I don't know.
She's a little bit sweeter than the blue water.
It
though.
smells.
But she is showing me everything I want to see at 8 weeks. By far the best fur out of the litter for sure. Her ears are good and pinned, erect. Now she's got a very good top line on her. I like her a lot. She needs practice posing. She either under poses or over poses. I'm trying to get her to where she does it perfect every time. Good strong shoulder, nice rise, good and full. Nice peak placement, rounds over that hip beautifully. I'm gonna turn her this way. Okay. This will definitely be one that we take to State Fair. I can't turn her just a little bit so we're getting a fair look at her. But look at that rear. Just the muscling on this animal, full all the way to the table, doesn't kind of taper at the bottom. She's fuller at the base than she is at the top. Very minimal hollow spots on this girl, and just that right there, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. She does not lack power in that shoulder. That rear is gorgeous. Look at that. Morticia. Pretty girl. Very, very pretty girl. This one's out of that blue water buck. We bred him before we sent him to a new home. Zero Sympathy and Breath of the Wild. Little white doe that we bought from Kristen Bumbelow at the last state fair. And couldn't hardly get her ears to come up. She was a little smaller in frame, but I had a feeling the fur and the depth on her was really nice. So I just bred her to a really oversized buck. He didn't have great fur. She had great fur. And then we turned out with this one right here. I'm pretty sure she's got good straight feet too. I'll flip her over and look, check her for DQs. Perfect teeth, just perfect on those teeth. We're gonna turn her over, get a good look at those feet. I'd like her feet to be a little thicker in frame, but they are good and straight and nice and wide. You get a hand between there. Yes, I'd just like her to be a little bit bigger boned. She's got a nice wide frame. Perfect frame on this girl. And for a baby coat, she could beat some seniors. She's done. We're gonna put her back. Her and that blue water doe are keepers. We're gonna go ahead and pose up that blue water so we can get a good look at her too. Trying to get like a profile going for each animal, and it's kind of easier if I do videos. I think she peeks a little more forward than Morticia. I think this one is Lydia. If anybody can guess what our theme is with this litter. Yeah, I know. Come. You gotta engage them shoulder muscles, love. Let's go, let's go. It's our first day of posing training. She's trying to either lean back or cheat. You see that? She's not engaging those shoulder muscles at all. If she's going to keep up the attitude, she might end up going to. Alright, I'm going to lift your ears so I can see, okay? I think she's a little weaker in that shoulder. Decent top line, peaks a little forward. Good coat. I feel like she's a little hollow in that rear. Let's turn around the other way and get a good look at her from the back. It's a little harder for me to see on camera from here. She's grunting. She's like, I don't want to pose. Come on. There you go. She's got a little bit of an attitude. It's like, I do what I want. Not today, you don't. Yeah, see? The feet there. I think something's a little off about this girl. She's not bad.
Right.
But she definitely doesn't want to do what she's told.
I need another brick stairs.
And now see where Morticia was full all the way to the table. This one you can kind of tell. She comes down to about right here, right there, and then she goes in. And I don't like that. She's wide here, goes in there. It should be wide all the way down, so she should be to here, not to here. That's the difference. She does have a good fur though. It's a little open for my taste. Lacks a little bit of density. She's a big snuggler. She would much rather snuggle you than pose. She's like, please don't make me.
Please don't make me.
Alright. Now, we may end up moving her along. Lydia. Let's grab another.
What? Pick up under that. Literally, this whole tree.
Alright, let's see who we got. Another white. Now this one was in the sale cage. I hear my baby goslings crying. I actually don't like this one. I don't like this one at all. I feel like he's low, weak in the shoulder, peaks about here, then flattens off across the top. He's very narrow. Yeah, his widest point is right here. If you saw this from the top, it's almost like that wide point and then it triangles back. I don't know if I can show that. Let's see if I can without letting go. You see that right there? See how he's wider at the front than he is at the top. Or wider at the front than he is at the back. Yeah, see that line right there between the hip? Right here? We don't want to see that. It's actually kind of weird the way it is. Put that back where it was. Bear with me here. All right. So, I don't know. I don't like him. He's not terrible, but he's definitely never going to be a show rabbit. Even the, he's got more push than the blue. He's got a lot more resistance than the blue. However, that finish is just so coarse. It's not that satiny, silky, smooth finish. I think this is Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie's ugly. And to a lot of people, he probably looks okay, but I don't like him. What is that? Is that that's a skin flap? I thought that was his foot. It's a skin flap. Sorry, buddy. I was all trying to push it in. I'm like, he's wider than the blue is, though. But he's a little bit better than the blue. But I don't like him. I feel like he's lacking so much. He needs more volume.
Hey.
He narrows as he goes to the top. Let's have a look at those feet.
Stop it. Stop it.
Where the other one had a wide foot base and thinner bone, finer bone, this one has very heavy bone. but his foot base is probably about 2 fingers. I want 4. I want that. Still straight though. I have an obsession with straight.
Don't worry.
Joshua, look at me. Hey, Joshua, look at me. Hello? Look here. You're on YouTube, yelling and screaming.
Because he mined my house.
Do you want people to see you do that?
No.
All right then. We ain't hide no shame. We'll put everybody on blast. All right. So he's got a straight foot base, but I think that's where a lot of the issue is with this guy. He's not wide enough. I think that's it. I don't know. He peaks a little early. He's got good resistance. He's just a little coarse for my taste. So, I mean, if you've got, I think I would call him a Parks rabbit. If you're needing to fix crooked feet, I personally call out crooked feet, but if you're not to that point, I get it. Start somewhere. This guy will straighten up your foot base. However, he's not going to widen. If you need bone, heavy bone, he'll give you heavy bone. However, he's not going to give you width, not going to give you mass. If you need more density, more resistance in that fur, he'll give you the density and resistance. However, he's not going to give you finish. Okay, he's not super coarse. I've seen coarse guard hairs, and his coat is relatively even between the top coat and the undercoat. It just doesn't have that satiny feel, and that could change. It could honestly change. I don't think it's going to. I think it's always going to be what we call open. It just seems a little open. But if you're needing a parts buck, I got one for you. Oogie Boogie. Probably just let him go for about $50. If you're needing something to help. See what I mean about him peeking forward? And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that he doesn't have that rear, that fullness in the rear that I was talking about. I think it's all in the front. But I don't think he has a good shoulder though. I think his shoulder's low. I think it just drops right there. I like his shoulders be up here and it's down here. Big difference. Fur and foot base. I mean, it's not a bad shoulder. It's really not bad. Fur and foot base is what this guy can offer. Nothing else. Oh yeah. Need to tattoo him real quick. Go ahead and do that. Number 4. My bird said it sucks. Stop it. You stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Uh-oh. It turned off. 1 second. I gotta jump start it. There we go. All right. What did we say? Number 4? ZS Bow. calm down now.
Yeah. Oh, it's the end of this. I need some soul torches. Almost done. Almost done. Right, just let me.
So we're getting closer to the tip of the ear here, so we're gonna pull them in a little closer. Give him a gentle hug. And let him know it's okay, I got you.
Now just.
We're not gonna squeeze him or yell at him or say, hold still, you mother.
Nope. I instantly went to sleep.
Don't worry.
I've been there before.
Yeah.
When I first started out, I've tattooed litters to where I just ended it dripping in sweat. And all my bunnies were stressed out. And as soon as I get done tattoo them and separate them out, they bloat from stress. I almost threw my hands up and said, hell with it. Let me get a little more ink. You almost made it through the whole tattoo. Thought I was gonna make it, but I got to the W and was like, ah, there it goes. Alright, hold still, buddy. I know tip of the ear is sensitive. I'll be gentle.
Get a door.
That's another reason why you handle your bunnies every day. Trust, a little trust, goes a long, long way.
I put my hand behind you.
Just gonna check it, see if it came out alright.
Alright,
You said I
that
put
should
my hand
about do
behind.
it.
And you put my hand behind.
Joshua, you done?
No, whoa.
Fix that M
Wait.
just a little.
Door.
This one's got one more.
I may end up putting this video on, speed it up.
I've got a clone.
This can get a little boring.
Does that look cool?
Everything's so fast paced nowadays.
Joshua, does my armor look cool?
This is something I do to kind of slow down and
Does my helmet look cool?
be present in the moment.
Joshua, does my armor look cool?
Keep my mind focused while
My helmet look cool?
allowing my thoughts to process at the same time.
That I'm wearing right now.
Always go, 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 go. Trying to get as much done as you can. Hold this darn thing.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Does not want to shut off.
I just.
I left it out in the humidity one time.
Let's get out. Oh yeah. Wait. What's this?
Alright, this is Mr. Oogie Boogie. He is available. And honestly, I think that little blue doe might be available too. I think Morticia might be the one that we're keeping.
Don't worry. No.
I'm getting hungry.
I'm almost
May have to get a snack.
This is the last time. I promise.
Alright, so this is the little lilac
Promise I
otter
won't finish
that
this.
everybody's been ooh-ahing about.
Oh, wait. What?
I think her name is Corpse Bride. She's pushing so hard right now. We were working earlier on getting her to, because she wanted to veer off left or right. And right now she's got her hips dug in real hard. And she's engaging them shoulders, which is great, but they can overdo it and make it seem like they peak way up here and slide way off. And that's just not the way she's shaped. She's absolutely locked in right now. We're just gonna raise her up.
Sometimes
There. There.
Check this out.
Make it to where she's actually sitting on that hip. Relax the shoulder, pick up that toe, and set it back down nice and
Come
gentle.
on,
I'm not
Jim,
gripping her
finish this
face.
up later when
Do the
she
same thing on the other side.
leaves.
Pick up that toe, pick
Yeah.
it up, set that elbow down, and drop the foot.
But
Alright, and then when I go to touch her rear end, she might shove herself forward again. So before she can do that, I'm not gonna grab her from the top. I'm gonna take my pinky,
we
slide
need
it,
more arrows than that, dude. But we
and
didn't all
position
that.
those back feet while raising the nose at the same time. Alright, now I'm gonna grab those ears. Because this is her. This is her. Gotta
Wait a
keep that
second.
head up.
Why do I
Okay.
have?
That's her.
Why do I have a gold helmet on?
She does peek forward. Her peak placement's right here. Okay, it should be here. That is causing her to not be able to place her back feet in the right spot. When I slide my hands over a rabbit, I want to go all the way over. Should come up here, all the way over, and then kind of roll over in my hand. And then my hand should go straight down to the table. There should be nothing stopping,
You
right?
know you can
But
put.
with her,
You know you can put.
she's
your
got a
armor
really
on.
strong shoulder.
Your shoulder.
She's
Show you
not
how
lacking in
strong
that
I
shoulder.
am. Put your armor on.
She
to
peeks a
show you
little
that I
early,
am.
starts to slide off early. And then as I get to the bottom, I'm not able to hit the table because I'm hitting her heels. So that to me is an automatic, you're no longer in the program. Now, she's pretty. She's not ugly. Yeah, that's pretty dang obvious. And I'm not gonna scrunch her to try to make her look good either.
See. Don't worry, Bailey. It will
Let's
take
see
a while.
what other issues she has. Are you grunting at me?
Just
Okay.
click them.
Now, good news is she gets really wide towards the base. However, see them heels right there?
Three.
I don't like those heels to be right there. I'd much rather her heels be out
There we
here.
go. Yeah, he's
But
got,
she
he's
can't.
got a safe.
That's her natural spot right there. And they are all
Ah.
up in the way. So she has good width.
You can't put
She's not a
shield and
scrawny
sword
girl.
on at the same time. I can't.
Let's check that foot. Check that foot base, because that is the issue I have with her, is the foot base.
See, we put.
Flip her over. And see what's going on underneath. Aha. Looky there.
Here's me.
No.
You got
that
one
foot is
straight
forward.
foot. That's good.
Oh, wait.
See this?
Forward isn't good, so you
That's
can-
bad. That's an intern foot.
Keep making it.
Yep, every time. And what I'm doing is I'm going under the heels,
Hey, you can change.
taking my hand up the belly, and then kind of tickling as I come back down, giving her a chance. Look at that. Even that one's slightly in turn. They're definitely not straight. So this to me is a cold. Unfortunately, she's not gonna have a place in the program. I wouldn't even recommend her for breeding. I'm so sad because she's so cute. Poor thing. So she's got two options. She could either go in the pot, or she could go to a pet home. And I don't keep pets. Darn, I had two people who wanted her. She did not pass evaluation. It's so sad. Unfortunately, she will not get a tattoo today. What was her name again? Oh, Corpse Bride. Corpse Bride does not get a tattoo. She is a cult. And I normally don't get lilacs. This is a lilac otter out of a white program.
I'm gonna do messages.
She didn't have a good coat anyway. Darn. She looked so good in the beginning. And I was like, I don't know if I want to sell her. No. She got good with. I know. I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry. Oh. You're just not a breeding animal. You're not. Look at them feet. Look at it. I was rooting for you, too. I call for structural issue. I don't know. It's just not going to work out with her. I'm sorry. Woo. Oh, no. Oh, you have good fur. Dirty, do you? No. Ooh, I take it back. Morticia doesn't have the better fur. You've got push, density, and finish.
Stop it. Stop it.
5. I think this is Mr. Jack Skellington. Let's double check and make sure. Quit. Sit still. Yeah, that's our buck. Oh, he's got such gorgeous fur. Rio, quit. I like his fur. He's got one ear down though. I wonder if that's a summer ear, if that's a weak base like his mama. I don't like that. If it's not up by 16 weeks, I'm going to assume it's genetic. So he's got another 8 weeks to go to prove me wrong.
I don't have black spit.
Look at the type of
I don't have black choker.
Wow.
Alright,
Mr. Skellington. Mm-hmm.
here's your message.
Joshua? I do not have those issues with him. Listen. Go straight down to the table. Nice turn over the hip. Best fur of the litter. It breaks when you blow into it. It's nice. What are you doing, Joshua? Joshua,
So yummy.
what are you doing?
God, smell that.
I don't know.
Go on.
Yeah. Rainberry.
Tyler, I'm recording. Good teeth. Let's pose him up and see how he looks from the back. Ooh, yeah. Mr. Skellington. You and Morticia. Look at that. He's grunting it. He's like, oh, this sucks. Yeah, but you two are going to state fair. Yeah, nice wide base. Perfect fur. This is a close to perfect that I've seen in an 8-week-old. Just that ear, man. I have to strengthen that ear up. Let's see if the foot base is similar to hers. Oh my goodness. Hey. We might have a turd on our hands. There. about a 3-finger foot base. Maybe 2.5 to 3. I'm a little concerned about this foot. Oh, it's because of the way I'm holding him or what? Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I see it. I feel like that foot, or maybe he's leaning. Maybe both feet are just kind of leaning that way. We'll have to watch him. Make sure that foot base isn't going to turn on us. But he doesn't have the heavy bone that the other one did. He's kind of like more where he's got a good foot spacing, halfway decent anyway. I'd like him to be more right there. But when I let him go, it's maybe as he gets older, hits that testosterone. He's got so many things going for him, I'd hate for him to look at his face. No, you sit still. Quit. She's fighting now. He's a turd. Better not be a buck that bites. I won't keep a buck that bites. I like him a lot. So much. He's even got a nice shoulder. Yeah, very nice. Got some mass there. Alright, so he gets a tattoo.
Look at one.
Number 5.
Wait, what?
Let him sit for a second. Hey Tyler, are you cooking your mac and cheese from last night?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to jump start. Nope, it's starting this time. It's actually behaving now. MW05 ZS bow.
There he is.
Nope. Rio. Bad bird. He was all big and bad, and I let him doing his tattoo.
Bad bird.
Bullshit.
Bad bird.
Yeah, it's a choice, Rio. You could be a good bird. Anyway, the big bad boy turned out to be a big bad sissy. Alright, hold still now. We're going to hold his head just a little tighter. So I do not want to jab him. If he's going to be that big of a sissy, he's going to need extra trust. Or he's going to turn out to be a turd. Kind of already is, but we don't want to make matters worse. Right, hold still, my dude. I'm just doing the outline. I'm not even digging in yet. Oh, he took a deep breath. He went. It's like he accepted it. Make sure we're going straight here. I think we're kind of trailing off a little. There he goes. He settled down into it. Need a little more ink. He's settled down into letting me work on him, so I'm gonna do him a favor and get done as quickly as I can. Kind of help each other out. I see him blinking. I know it hurts him. He can be a good boy with the tip of the ear. That'd be great. I'll go nice and gentle. Oh, what a good boy. What a good boy. Yeah, the letters definitely got bigger as we went along. We can go back and. Oh, I know. That's a sensitive spot. I'm sorry. All right, now hold still. MW05ZS BOW, B-O-W. Uh-oh, looks like we didn't dig in on the O. We only got half an O. You stop it.
No, I can't. Because we either one of us is you know.
Second on messages. You just can't keep it address. That's your text.
I need to touch up on the M just a smidge. I know that's a sensitive spot, but I don't want to have to redo it later. I'm so sorry, baby. Something tells me you're going to be the stink turd that gets spoiled.
I'm Spider Cat.
I'm kind of like a little turd who turns out to be a sissy. I got a soft spot in my heart. It's the ones that you think are nice and they end up being jerks. I don't like them. The little ones that think they're a badass, and then all of a sudden you realize they're actually got a jelly center to them. You're like, oh, I'll take care of you. Don't worry. It was all just a show, wasn't it? You were just protecting your jelly center.
There.
He's a handsome boy. Just handsome. I will forgive him the ear for now.
Sheriff Spider. Good.
Oh, I love his coat. I think even if he didn't have the ear come up, I would still forgive it. Just to have this coat in my future kits.
Oh, no.
Man, that is just, that's softer than silk. I love it. All right, you're all done. I did you extra good so we won't have to repeat in a month. Oh. Oh, look at him. How can anybody say the red eyes look evil? You're gorgeous. You're just gorgeous. Yes, you're gorgeous. I think you're gorgeous. I can't get his ear open now. Here we go. 05 ZS bow. I think I'm gonna rearrange these a little bit. I think 5 and 3 are the ones we're gonna keep. I think this blue water
Hello everyone. In today's video,
will be
I'm gonna show
available.
you that I'm a sheriff spider. See my attire?
Now put that foot back in.
Yeah.
Don't do that. She's got tremendous depth.
See? Good.
She's decent in the rear. Not perfect, but decent. Wish she had a little more fullness down at that base. She's got a good turn over the hip. Peaks just a little early. Maybe lacking a little in that shoulder. Decent. It's acceptable. Alright, so she'll be listed as available. So available will be, I think we said this is Lydia. Lydia will be available.
Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll be teaching you that I'm Sheriff Spider. Want to see it? Good. Alright, here we go.
And then Mr. Dense coat that doesn't really have a finish to him, he'll also be available.
Whoa.
This is number 4, which I believe is Oogie Boogie. So we have Lydia and Oogie Boogie will be available. He peaks early. Wonderful push to that coat. He could develop a finish later. I think he could develop a finish later. That's an honest opinion. I'm not saying, well, he could. No, 80% chance I think he probably will. If he didn't, it'd be a crying shame because the density on this guy is amazing. For 8 weeks old. I just don't like how he peeks forward. And he could stand to fill in a little more at the top here.
Hi, Joshua. I'm going to be climbing on walls today. Want to see?
Remember, this is the one that had the really big honking feet. Look at that. That's some heavy bone. He was the heaviest bone in the litter. He just had more of a narrow base. But if you want big bone, this your boy.
Whoa.
Oh, and I think the only cull was this lilac pattern. And what a shame. I can't even pose her right. Them heels stick out so far. They really do. She's gonna have foot problems her whole life. Strong shoulder. Decent coat. A little short. I'd like it to be longer. And she lacks the finish. It's textured very much like Oogie Boogie, only she doesn't have the length to create the resistance. Her feet stick way out, especially this back right. Nice and wide. Good body on her. Got that foot base.
Whoa.
Well, what are you doing? Now all of a sudden your feet are straight. Look, girl, you can't change your mind here. You can't be changing your mind. Oh my God. So wait, what were you doing earlier? Were you ticklish? Or are you hiding it now? Are you making your last ditch effort to live? You know what I think it's the 1 foot. Hold them level, girl. I don't know. If you want to take a chance on her.
In today's video, I'll be teaching you that I'm Sheriff.
But I'm telling you right now, this is one that goes in the pot for me. But
Alright, let's
yeah,
do this.
if you want to give her a shot, you can give her a shot. I wouldn't recommend this one for breeding though. So she's not going to get a tattoo. If nobody wants to take her in a week, she's going in a pot. She is not a breeding animal. And that was oh, I left the cage open. That was who did I say that was? Corpse Bride. No. That's the whole litter. 5. Bad bird. Make good choices. If you saw anything you liked that was available, just send me a message, and we'll go from there. We'll iron out the details and transport of whatever you need. But for the moment being, we are sticking with Morticia and Jack Skellington. Those were my favorites by far, and you will see them at the Tennessee State Fair. I'll talk to you.